Hi, welcome. My name is Angelina and you are watching my March K-pop review, where we basically take some of the debuts and comebacks for this month and rank them using my super fancy tier ranking system. I'm dying for something new. I don't know if you are too. Like, what could I do differently? Literally, suggest me something. Like, as fun as these tier rankings are, unless you really love the tier ranking, I really don't know what else I could do instead of this. I don't know. Let me know, but... Anyways, so how was the month of March? I think March is actually really good. Rover came out. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything for you. If you follow me anywhere else, like on Instagram, well, you already know. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of songs that came out where I'm like, you know, it sounds nice. I'm not feeling it right now. But let's get into it. But before, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also follow me on Instagram. So Big Booty Bop. Then we have songs that grew on me. Maybe Cup of Milk can be the skip tier. Skip is going to be for songs that like I'm just not interested in. I would rather just skip them. It's not technically neutral because I don't really like them, but I don't hate them, you know? YG's Dungeon, there's potential to the song, but I would change something about the song. And then Not My Cup of Tea. This song is bad. It's bad. Or not K-pop hell. Let's do K-pop hell. So the first song we have is J-Hope's single On the Street featuring J. Cole. So this is described as a lo-fi hip-hop genre song written for fans, with J-Hope participating in the composition and lyrics, which expresses a hopeful message. Every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. So my favorite lyric is actually J. Cole's line, which says, I got a friend smart as fuck, but he's stupid as hell. But then it gets oddly religious. Like, I have a theory, if you replace the word God with novice, then it could be a Nespa song. Anyways, it was a really nice collab. I think it sounds lovely. You know, I think as K-pop fans, maybe we're a little more used, well, if you only listen to K-pop, we're a little more used to hearing raps and songs that are totally unnecessary. But this sounded, like I said, very lovely. It was really good. So it was a nice change. For me though, I might have to skip. I'm sorry. Like it does sound nice. It's just, I don't think I would really like seek it out or look for it. So I might have to skip it. I'm actually, wait, if we had like a neutral tier or even like Second Gen Vibes was back, though everyone was like purposely misunderstanding the Second Gen Vibes tier, it doesn't matter. Moving on to Cravity and their comeback with Groovy from their 5th mini album, Masterpiece. So I wrote a catchy electro-funk song that captures, I didn't write it, Soompi did, don't misunderstand. So this is a catchy electro-funk song that captures the retro pop and hip-hop vibes from the 2000s. The song makes listeners group to the music, highlighting the refreshing vocals and beats that make people want to dance. I really enjoyed it. Like when it first started playing, I was really enjoying the song and I thought, okay, you know, I was put off by the retro description of this because I'm literally over it. I'm over it. I don't want to hear another retro song in K-pop ever again. Meltdown aside, it did sound good though. Like despite my absolute hatred of retro sounding songs, it did sound really good, especially the part that says, I can't fucking find it. Trippin'. I'll show you. My trusty little March K-pop releases playlist. No. I love that part. But then as you saw, my reaction to the chorus, I just really didn't love it. There's too much repetition of the word groovy, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. But as I've mentioned, I just have this, you know, innate hatred. Well, not innate. So that's the thing. Like, I love the idea of it, of the song itself, I should say. But then I don't love the chorus. So this would land itself into YG's Dungeon, actually. But back on that note of it being repetitive, like, it's so repetitive, which, you know, you would expect. It happens every chorus where they repeat the word groovy or grooving. But then like near the end of the song, like there's no escaping it. Like it keeps on going and I'm like, it just never ends. But otherwise, I do think there's a lot of potential for this song. every single, I don't know why. Like, even when it is an Ateez title track, I tend to forget to put them in. Like, they're my alts and everything. I feel like it's just like I take them for granted or something. So then when it comes to the end of month review, I just completely omit them. But not this time. So Ateez have a Japanese release with Limitless. So this is for an OST for the anime Duel Masters win, and thusly, it sounds very fitting for an anime song. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, not that I watch animes or really know. No, but I feel like anime songs tend to have like this majestic vibe, and Limitless very much does have that. Not just majestic, but there's like this anticipatory nature to it. Do you know what you just know what I mean? I don't know why you're making me explain this shit. So I quite like the song, actually. Much better, not much better than Paradigm. Paradigm was actually a nice song too, but I do like it better than Paradigm. It just makes me feel a type of way, and I appreciate it. I also appreciate Wooyoung's vocals, and it's not that I'm surprised that it sounds nice. I don't need ATV coming after me. It's just that, you know, he usually has like a line or half a line. So it's just proof that they could, you know, not do that anymore. So where would I put Limitless? You know, unfortunately the grower tier is a little flawed right now. We might have to change the name of the grower tier to like Big Booty Bop adjacent. I don't know. So I'll put it in the grower tier, even though it didn't technically grow on me, but I don't think it's Big Booty Bop. So it's just, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Coming back with his solo album, we have Circle by Onew. So this R&B song compares our life to nature and conveys a message that like the seasons that come around again every year that appear similar but are different, the good and bad things that each person experiences seem different but are similar in the end. So when I first like heard it, like the first part of the song, I was like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna be feeling it too much. Like it's very slow, it's more ballad like, and there's nothing wrong with songs like that. Of course there's a need for them. I don't know, I'm really basic. Like the allure for me for K-pop and pop songs in general is just that like it keeps you interested without you having to try. And I feel like ballads, you really have to sit there and fucking think about it. Like, and again, nothing wrong with that. I'm just fucking basic. I really need to be in the mood for a ballad to want to listen to a ballad. Do you know what I mean? So nothing against Onew. He has a beautiful voice. I was just a little, you know, I wasn't interested, I'm not gonna lie. But again, the vocals are really beautiful, and there's this part near the end where there's the singing in unison with other beautiful voices. However, I'm gonna skip it. Okay, so from their third mini album, Cherry Dash, we have Cherry Bullet with their title track, P.O.W, which stands for, not what you think, play on the world. This is a pop dance song with experimental sounds and a dynamic development. The song captures the resolve of taking on a challenge with confidence in oneself while not fearing other people's opinions. So, the song is a little bit of a roller coaster, nothing wrong with that. I just, you know, it wasn't a roller coaster I personally wanted to be on. But anyways, it's just the specific chorus or post-chorus chanting that I really didn't love, I really didn't vibe with. And you know, I am a fan of Oh by Nmixx. I know to admit that unprompted is a little much. You know, you can get used to anything. My point is you can really hate a part of a song and still love the song in the end. Like in Nmixx's Oh, you know, the more early 2000s vibe part of that song, I really hate it. But you get used to it. So it's not that this song is above being loved or beyond being loved. I did really like the siren in the lyrics. It caught me off guard, but I love werewolves. I follow this parrot on TikTok, Gumi, and the werewolves that this bird does is like literally addictive. Like I literally watch every single video, and if there's no werewolf, I feel empty inside. So, I don't even know if it's like enough to skip it. Let's give it a little listen and see if it deserves K-pop hell or skip. I know, like Cherry Bullet, especially after releasing Love So Sweet, it feels like a literal crime to put them in K-pop hell. But I have to, I'm so sorry. Okay, so now we have Yuju's Without You from her second mini album, Oh. There's lots of O's here. Oh, baby, I'm not okay. What I will say about March is that it's not very original. Like Onew has an album called O Circle. Yuju has an album called O and or Circle. I have not confirmed that yet. Twice have a song called Set Me Free. Jimin has a song called Set Me Free. We really need these companies to start maybe communicating. I blame Hype, to be honest. This was another instance where the song is quite slow and mellow, so I thought maybe, you know, maybe it won't grasp my interest right away. But it is beautiful. Again, it is really beautiful, and it is a little bit more upbeat than Onew's Circle, obviously. But I'm not sure where I would put it. It's another instance where like the song is great. I just don't think like this month is not the month for this song. I don't know how to explain it. It gave really gorgeous early 2000s vibes, and I loved the guitar. And just the enunciation of the words Without You felt really beautiful. So she did elaborate more on the meaning of the song in an interview. Quote, "The song is being said to someone you can't be without. To one person, it could be the person they love, but it could also be one's parent or friends. I wrote the lyrics while comparing the subject of you to music, as I focus on one field of work up until now. Without the experience of changing careers, the time I've spent with music has been the longest." I find that interesting. Sometimes, you know, don't crucify me. Sometimes I feel like people will put the most broad meaning on their song. Sometimes the songs are so specifically about like romantic love, but someone will be like, no, like it's totally not that. And they'll assign like a broader meaning to the song to kind of make more people being able to relate to it. I'm not too sure. Like I've seen that done quite a few times. I'm thinking of Rosie's, is it On the Ground or Gone? I think it's On the Ground. On the Ground to me is a love song, right? Because there's lyrics like, but I've been waking up with your voice in my head and I'm trying to send a message and let you know that every single minute I'm without you, I regret it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's clearly lyrics that allude to an actual love. Let's check out Yuju. Why are we talking about Rosie right now? Maybe I'm the one who's speaking up there. So in this song, to be fair, there's really not like many lyrics being very romantic. It's just like the oh baby, you know, like I wouldn't say that to my mother, you know, but it's just a curious thing and I'd love to know your thoughts about it. Do you think sometimes idols like actually write like music about someone they actually loved, like romantic songs, and they kind of go back and they're like, well, no, it could be towards anyone you love, just to have like a broader sense of it? I don't know. Where would I put this song though? I fucked up my tier list. I don't know what to do anymore. Should I think skip. Skip is kind of like the safe, neutral tier-ish where you just don't want to listen to the song. It's nice, but it just is not for me right now, so I would skip it. Now, let's move on to Twice's comeback with Set Me Free from their album Ready to Be. Why did I say it like that? I feel very insecure with how I said it. So this is described as a dance song with groovy bass line and a simple but powerful sound. I agree with that. The chorus is very powerful. And it's about feeling determined to lay everything on the line for a love that awakens one's true self. I was blatantly called a misogynist when I said JYP has no direction for Twice. You know, instead of blaming me, why don't you take it up with the company? Some of you really need to get it together. Anyways, like I love Twice. I would take a bullet for Twice. I just really don't love their most recent releases, and it's really sad. It hurts my heart. Like, it is better than Sunrise, Moonlight, Moonlight, Sunrise, whatever the fuck. Now I have On the Ground in my head. My life's been magic, seems phylactic. Set Me Free. It's just lacking this magic that I used to feel from Twice songs, and that could be very much a personal thing. Though I have heard other people say like they don't really understand the direction that Twice is going. And I don't personally really see anything misogynistic about saying that. You know, picture this. If Ateez came out with a song like Eternal Sunshine and then continued releasing songs of that nature, that concept, that sound, I would very much do the same for the only boy group I listen to. It doesn't make me misogynist because I'm confused about the direction that Twice is going. Moving on. Oh, where would I put it? It's almost not enough because they're out here breaking my heart. I almost want to put it in K-pop hell, but it's really not that bad. It's kind of catchy. We'll stick with Skip, but that was really close. We absolutely need to talk about Kai's Rover. You already know it's Big Booty Bop. I don't know why we need to beat around the bush or like make a suspenseful thing out of it. Big Booty Bop. So this is a dance song with an exotic touch filled with catchy melodies and captivating lyrics. The song invites listeners to become free wanderers without caring about other people's opinions. Not gonna lie, I did not catch any of that from the lyrics. Like, Mr. Rover, 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 I'm coming over. Like, what does that even mean? And not that it needs to mean anything. The song is perfect, beautiful, amazing, life-changing. It's literally a lifestyle. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think it really means anything. Like, I don't get what it means is what I'm saying. I thought Rover was a dog, first of all. No. But if you really think about it, Rover being like a robot, isn't it? The robot on a planet that died, didn't it die? Wandering freely. But it was quite a lonely existence for it, wasn't it? Someone is going to find a deep ass meaning. I'd love to read what you think the song means. So leave it down in the comments below. I'm not saying it's meaningless because I felt a lot from this song. So I'm gonna be honest though, when I heard Kai was having a comeback, I didn't care. I'm not gonna lie. I am sorry. Audrey sent it to me and I was like, yeah, I'll watch it later. So I wasn't excited, Peaches and were not my thing. But then I think I was on TikTok or something and I heard the chorus of the song, like a snippet of the chorus. Immediately I fell in love and I put my whole trust into SM. I thought it doesn't matter what the rest of the song sounds like because I'm in love with whatever I just heard, which is saying a lot because it's SM. They could have fucked up the rest of the song so bad. You know it. They could have gone all sticker with the verses. I don't know, but I didn't care because it was just so catchy and I loved it. So I finally listened to the whole thing and I thought, oh my God, this is actually really cohesive and smooth. And wow, like SM's really changing. And then I found out it's a remake. Now, some of you are going to hell. I'm sorry, but you guys make me want to rip my fucking hair out. The amount of stupidity that I've seen surrounding this song. Like when I say the song is a remake, what I mean is the song is a remake. I don't mean that it's sampled. I don't mean that it was stolen. I don't mean that it's plagiarized. I literally mean that it was a song that was released and then SM remade that song. That's don't look into it too much, guys. There's no I didn't say it was plagiarized. Let's all put our pitchforks down. I literally read some comments this morning being like, most companies buy their songs, so Kai's Rover is no different. Not every company has in-house producers and they do their own songs. A lot of companies buy songs, but not all companies go out and buy songs that have already been released by other artists. That's the key difference. It's interesting. That's all it is. It's interesting. It's a fact of the song. I'm just going to need us to work a little bit on our comprehension and critical thinking skills, just a little bit. But I digress. I'm not leading people into error. I'm not doing clickbait by saying it's a remake. It just is. It's a remake. Digressing. Big Booty Bop, 1000%. Kai Rover, every day, all day. It's a lifestyle. It's so catchy. The choreography is so iconic, and I will not be accepting any counter arguments. Mr. Rover. My mom even knows it because I play it all the time. Now let's talk about Nmixx, who have blessed us with 2 songs this month. So we have Young Dumb Stupid as a pre-release. And Love Me Like This as their title track. Starting with Young Dumb Stupid. Now, I did say in my review that I did not hate Young Dumb Stupid. Young Dumb Stupid was a fun song that I casually enjoyed. I listened to it a couple of times. I don't even know if it deserves to be in Grower. If there was something between Grower and Skip, I think it would be perfect. That's what I mean. We need something new because this tier list is not working for me anymore. So should we go back to the old tier list? Maybe. I don't know what to do. Mr. Rover, 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 I'm coming over. Okay. I would give it Cup of Milk, to be honest, because it really didn't last long. It was really one of those songs where, you listen to it for a couple of times, but that's it. As for Love Me Like This, I would skip it, unfortunately. I didn't get my mixed pop, and I was anticipating my mixed pop. That could be one of the leading factors as to why it got itself into the skip category. I've argued so much about how mixed pop is no longer present, and people are like, well, the producers and the members said there's mixed pop in it, so it's mixed pop. Well, do you really think idols and producers are incapable of lying to you? Do you? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because they're finally charting. People are finally kind of getting around to liking Nmixx. It's not as jarring anymore. What's the issue? Why are you arguing about it? It is what it is. The mixed pop is gone. People finally are liking Nmixx. All is good in the world. I don't know why. I'm in a mood today. I need to calm down. I would still skip it, unfortunately. It's just not my thing. I signed up for the mixed pop and I didn't get it. Maybe a year from now, I'll realize how genius it is. Maybe I'll finally hear the mixed pop that you all are hearing. But for right now, we're skipping it. So now we have Billie's EUNOIA. It's not pronounced like that, I know. But this is found in The Village of Perception, Chapter 3. So what does EUNOIA mean? EUNOIA. They say it in the song, so we'll listen to a snippet later, but it is a feeling of goodwill, being friendly and wanting to help, especially one that exists between a speaker and an audience. The speaker must also exhibit ethos, which for Aristotle encompasses wisdom, virtue, and goodwill. Okay. It has quite a retro groovy sound, which I'm not the most into again, but it was cute. It was very cute. I remember that. I do. I would skip it, to be honest, but it does have the potential to grow. I did hear it pretty late in the month, so keep your eyes peeled for the next month. Maybe it'll be on my playlist. Let's talk about IVE's Kitsch from their upcoming album, IVE. So this song literally was described as supposed to be so this song was described as supposedly allowing listeners to feel IVE's elegance, which I do in the verses. I definitely do in the verses. Then we have a little bit of a switch up in the chorus. The song combines various bouncy sounds to deliver electrifying delight. I think it is really electrifying. I think it's a fun and interesting song. I just don't know how I feel about the chorus. Again, interesting, but I love those verses. Those verses feel so IVE to me, just so like elegant and those girls. Do you know what I mean? In my review, someone was like, do you know how much hate they get? And to be honest, IVE stans are lovely. I was able to make jokes in my review. I was able to just be really open and honest in my review. And IVE stans, they were here for it. Like, I have nothing bad to say about IVE stans. Do I think IVE is the most hated group in K-pop? Absolutely not. Do I think Onew is hated? Absolutely. And I didn't believe you guys when you were like, no, Onew's really hated. I'm like, no, all I see are fan cams of her. I don't think she's really hated, and all the comments are just fucking concerned for her. But as cool as IVE stans were, I did see a lot of comments that were like, no, everyone's slayed, but Onew is so cringe. And I'm like, what do you mean? I love her. She's literally my bias in IVE, so I don't personally get it. Like, she's cringe for breathing. Like, I don't know, like the things that people say she's cringe for doing is literally what any other K-pop idol does. So I'm like, I don't get it. Like, you must just really hate her specifically then, right? Because I think, like, I don't see how she's different from anyone else. But yeah, IVE stans, dives, I love you guys. My review was so enjoyable. I usually, like, I'll usually release my review and I can only read comments for an hour because otherwise all the stans come and they're really disgusting to me. But for IVE, like, I can still go on the video and read comments and people are still like being constructive and like nice to me. It's beautiful. So go dives. Even though that's a horrible fandom name, new video coming out. K-pop Cancelled Podcast episode 11 where we review or roast fandom names. But Kitsch, I really want it to grow on me because those verses are just phenomenal, beautiful, amazing. But then we get into the chorus and I think I'm gonna have to put this into YG's Dungeon. I think it could have been done or executed just slightly differently while keeping the vibe that they were going for. It's really not that bad though. It's just... Okay, so Jimin made his solo debut with his album Face, and we got 2 tracks out of that, so Set Me Free Part 2 and Like Crazy. Maybe we're gonna skip Set Me Free. May or may not have to put this into K-pop hell because of the piercing vocal editing, but let's not bring too much attention to it. So Like Crazy. Like Crazy, it's described as a synth pop genre that highlights Jimin's emotional singing through powerful synth and drum sounds. The song conveys the feelings of turning a blind eye to reality and running away from it in order to forget the pain. So I respect that. I love that meaning of it, especially the beginning. There's, voices. I am a sucker for in JYJ is in heaven, they're just like, come on, Kaike. I love voices in the beginning that establish an emotional connection to the song before it even starts. So for this one, it's just basically like, I'm afraid everything will disappear. And I was like, oh, okay. The retro vibes. It's okay. There were some retro vibes. There was 2 different types of retro vibes that I felt I could distinguish. It kind of gave me this early 2000s. I can't even pinpoint it, to be honest. A nostalgic factor to it. A nostalgia mixed with bittersweet vibes. This is gonna break me. No, don't you wake me. I want to stay in this dream. Don't save me. And then the typical 80s let's not anger army today. It's a nice song. I don't know what to say. It's a nice song. But is it nice for me right now? Again, I don't know. It's not the month. It's the wrong month. I'm going to put it in skip, unfortunately, but Audrey loves this song, so I don't doubt she would probably, I know, Audrey likes a BTS adjacent song. So that's one for the books. I would skip it for now, but it could grow on me. It could grow on me because I do like that those bittersweet elements for sure. Moving on to Expectations, which is a collaboration between Minnie and Anne-Marie. So the song sends a message that we don't need other people's standards or evaluations, but rather that we need to pioneer our own path. So I need to look into who Anne-Marie is because I feel like she's doing a lot of collabs with K-pop artists, right? She did one with 17, didn't she? I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw 17 featuring Anne-Marie, I'm like, no way, they collaborated with Marie-May. That's can you imagine a K-pop collab with Marie-May? That would be interesting. It was not her. I don't know why I thought it was. Minnie's vocals, first of all, caught me off guard. She sounds amazing in this song. And I think, even if I think I would stay for her vocals alone. It's kind of high pitched while also being slightly powerful. And it just fits the song so perfectly. I mean, I already know that I like her voice because I could listen to the Thai version of Hua forever. Grower. From their EP Seoul collection, we have OnlyOneOf and Seoul Drift. Now, as usual, they have a whole thing written in their description box to let us know the intentions behind the song. So let's read it. Just because there's light doesn't mean there's also hope. I love that. Some good old negativity. Not that it's negative, but I think it's more realistic. Seoul is the city of brilliant lights. Riding down Seoul City. Underneath those lights, there's also young people who've been hurt by others and who are wandering along the dotted line of lostness. The new album of OnlyOneOf, who has come back as a group after a year, is named Seoul Collection for a reason. The 6 members have sung the dreams and hopes of young minorities by presenting Underground Idol, the Diary of Youths, one after another last year. I don't know why I had that kind of intonation. The reason stories are woven together with the voices of all 6 members this time is that the album captures the stories of Seoul's loneliness and solitude and those who are hurt in this city. The title track Soul Drift starts the engine of the song with a car exhaust, sound synthesizer line, and races forward. The loneliness and wandering aren't painted with silent darkness. Rather, they're sped up to the verge of hallucination and their very limit. They are raced to the extent that they can no longer keep up and get exhausted. This song of left field bass genre puts together Seoul's glamorous lights and the dark reality on the city's other side as music. Now, we're not done yet. Oh, it keeps going. Seoul is now one of the most prominent cities in the world. K-pop has also become a genre that not only Koreans listen to. Everything in this city has become more glamorous and bustling, but that doesn't mean everyone is happy. OnlyOneOf always sings about loneliness and pain or the stories of those whose love isn't blessed. We often simply brush them off as something minor, but they are the stories that someone should caress and embrace. OnlyOneOf hopes that there will be unknown God's blessing in these difficult steps being taken, and that there will be blessings from our fans whom we appreciate and whose names you may not know. I love that. I love when a company puts that much effort into the description, and it makes you appreciate the song even more. You know, if I didn't read that, I would have heard the car sounds and be like, okay, vroom vroom. No, but the way they explain that is really beautiful. The title track Soul Drift starts the engine of the song with a car exhaust sound synthesizer line and races forward. Very beautiful. And I do think there's some SM vibes to the song. Let me know if you agree with that. However, the sound overall is just not really for me. So I'm unfortunately going to put it into skip, but as usual, if you like the sound of this, then go check it out. Okay, so Yunjin came out with another self-composed song, Love You Twice, which is really cute because the title in Korean features the word to bloom, right? Which is essentially Le Seraphim's fandom name, Fear Not, Piona. As always, what a beautiful voice, amazing. And the animations were so cute, which were done by the artist Ramdaram. I thought this was like a cuter version of Ugly. Like deep inside, I want to be her. Just like her, I want to be pretty. Right? But overall, I thought it was really cute and thoughtful. Is another thing where between Grower and Skip, it would be good, or a Cup of Milk. A neutral tier. Should I bring back the neutral tier, or is it a cop-out? We're gonna have to stick with Skip for now, unfortunately. But it does sound really nice. I just don't feel like listening to it right now. Let's check out MAMAMOO Plus's GGBB from their first single album, Act 1, Scene 1. So the title immediately made me think of Go Go Bebe. Go Go Baby. And then when I heard the song, it made me think of Meghan Trainor. You know I got that bass, got that bass. And you know, it was a cute song. I like the shalalalas. There was an actual change up in the song and everything. I would have to skip it. KQ's new boy group have made their debut. So we have 2 title tracks. So Rockstar and Tricky House. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's the 29th as I'm filming this right now. So I haven't actually heard the official songs. Like I've heard them through dance practices and live performances, which were live. The showcase was live. They were so loud, like they almost broke the speakers in my opinion. And you know, I'm not usually one to just like automatically like a group just because they come from a specific company or because their seniors are my alts. I was actually really hesitant. I had 0 interest in XIKERS. I was just like who cares? Like it doesn't mean they're gonna be that great just because of Ateez. But I can feel Hongjoong's soul in these songs. Like Tricky House definitely felt like a continuation of Thanks, which I'm not mad at. I loved Thanks, and I like the instrumentals. I love the choreography. I love their energy. So we'll put it into Grower for now because I'm just not sure. I am really excited for them actually. Like seeing all the credits in their songs, we see a lot of Hongjoong, and well, I think he's in every single song actually. So I don't know, it's just exciting to see him thriving, which is odd for me because I don't like seeing people succeed. I'm kidding. Okay, so that is it for the review portion. I know everyone's gonna be like, but Jisoo had a comeback. Where's Jisoo? I literally uploaded a whole review on Jisoo's song. It hasn't come out yet as of filming, but if that's not enough for you, I don't know what is. Let's go. Big wave. Big wave. 피하지마. Break it up. Break it up. Okay, so I haven't actually been streaming this version of Drive, but there's a version of Drive on Begin Again by Miyeon that I cannot stop listening to. It is so beautiful. Let me play you a snippet. So beautiful. If you haven't seen this performance, check it out. I'll try to link it below. I'm in love. So I had to put Drive in here so I could remember to tell you guys that it's on YouTube. Peach PRC. She has a song coming out in like 31 days. I'm so excited. It's called Loved You Before. Again, I keep streaming the little snippet she has on TikTok. It's so cute. It's so cute. I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love it based on this snippet, and I'm so excited. But F You and Goodbye as well. It was a really good song. Of course. Nununana, of course, by Jessie. I have been streaming this one, but there's also a filler song in here. Wait, that's not it. Okay, we'll talk about it. There is no filler song. Wait, okay, let's go back. I have been streaming Nununana, but I wanted to put another Jessie song to remind me to talk to you guys about Senonni because I love that song too, and it's only on YouTube. Literally the first comment says this needs to be on Spotify. I agree. Where is it? Come in Time by Halsey. I just kept having this thing playing in my head like in my world. And I think it came from this song because she says, in my world, I'm constantly having a breakthrough. So it brought me back to this song. Hello, Goodbye. Again. Limitless. Have you guys ever heard this song by Nicole Scherzinger? I actually really do like her solo music. She's an amazing vocalist. If you've never heard her cover of Don't Cry For Me Argentina, I'll just show you while we're here. Beautiful. I'll try to link it as well. But Baby Love, it's just like, it feels like it's supposed to be such a soft song, but she has such powerful vocals, so it's kind of like a mix of both. Yeah, and that's it. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below what your favorite songs, your favorite releases for the month of March are. And as for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.